Hello everyone, I am Tacit, and welcome, what are we at now? Gems of War, Guild Wars, Week 10, Day 2. So today, we still got the Wild Plains Guild War. It was definitely decently challenging yesterday. We had to take the easier path just to make sure we got through. However, today the distribution is a little bit lower. So we might just go for the top row. We'll see. If we go check over here. Oh no, never mind. Someone just did it. Alright, well, time to go middle. Well, that's convenient. So it looks like we gotta go middle then. It did look like earlier we were gonna need to go top. But since then, someone has done it. So now we need to go middle. And then we should be good to go. But anyways, hello everyone! Hello Tyrion! Hello Jets! Hello Ron! Hello Chris! Hello everyone else! Welcome, 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 welcome. But sorry on the site delayed. The mics, I'm not sure what's up with the mic stand. Keeps getting like looser and looser. And the whole thing ended up coming undone again. We need to get a new mic stand soon. But beyond that, passport's finally situated. I don't have it yet, but all of the paperwork and everything has finally been finalized. And it seems good to go. So we should finally be able to get that in the next, however long they're going to take to do that. Probably like 2 months these days. I can only imagine how backed up they are. Let's see. Alright, so this is the really easy battle. Honestly, I'm kind of happy with what we have here with the Sun Spear. Get that little bit extra speed going and go from there. We'll take the first fight and then figure out where we want to branch off from there. And then we'll go down middle, since it seems like the main path we need to go down. So we aren't going to take bottom this time around. But honestly, all of them have a pretty similar chance of dying. Bottom has Goblin plus, actually middle honestly might even be the easiest. Because bottom has the one really annoying red team plus, oh whoops, I still have the Wraith Slayer though. Wait, I forgot about that. I didn't bother switching out the Wraith Slayer. I know, that's not good. Let me actually get rid of that, one gem there. But yeah, I never got rid of the Wraith Slayer from yesterday. Because we need that for the Maelstrom Dagannoth, obviously, for the final fight. But, yeah, I never got rid of it. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, he's going to get 100% resummon here. Should probably go get the guy that's going to web, though, first. Get him out the way, then we'll go hit the other one. But yeah, I knew the team would be kind of rough this week, but, it's a lot rougher than expected. As far as our options for everything. I think it's mostly the weird way you have to cleanse that has made it one of the hardest things. But yeah, we need to go replace them back. What were we using earlier? Or is it just 50%? Or did we finally end up changing it to a red? Alright, double Beatrix over there kind of makes me want to go top. Lord or Slaughter with Essence of Evil kind of makes me want to go bottom. Honestly, I'm less scared of Infinite Beatrix than I am of what's it called? Of Essence of Evil with literally anything. Especially with Empower. I think we actually go bottom. Because this path is going to get all the battles it needs regardless from people going top. So since we need to go middle anyways, I think this is a bottom route here. Since that other number doesn't really matter, since anyone who goes top is going to have to cross through there anyways. Alright, so obviously we got to get rid of this guy. We just got to reconsider what we're going to put there. We have the Silence option, we have Lord or Slaughter. We have 50% mana start, but it's not red. Which is somewhat tempting. But I kind of want to go pure red. If we were to go another damage source, we could go another repeat. I kind of want to go for a third, though, just to get over our bonuses and everything. Savage Hunter, if they're ever pure green, could be good. Swiftslayer, honestly, could also be good. Sunweaver to use yellow. Sunweaver on hero is actually pretty solid here. I was considering that some yesterday, but the fact it doesn't have cleanse, I think was the main thing that kind of stopped me from using it. We really need early, I think this is a not Sun Spear angle. We really need freeze on this battle. I think I also switched to Elementals, hope we get lucky, and I might even go Soothsayer here. Because we're in like a mirror match. And just go for like a last slot Soothsayer into pure RNG, I think is the way. That also brings us to double brown, double red. Because it's extra 1 brown. Assuming he doesn't get stunned. Which he probably is going to get very quickly. He's running blue, brown, banner. Which isn't actually that scary compared to like double blue or something. I guess with the +1 brown. No, he's not 50% starter, so it shouldn't be that bad. Scourge of Honor I'm not too concerned with. Though I probably should be, because if it gets rolling too much, it'll be kind of scary. He does have Curse to go with it too, but if we just cleanse, it doesn't really matter since we're cleansing everything at once. Because he doesn't have silence or anything. Actually, this weapon doesn't have silence on cast, right? That's what I'm looking for. Does this thing have silence on cast? Because this is that weird Wild Folk weapon. Bleed the first enemy? No, okay, good. If this had silence on cast, we'd have a problem. Because then our only means of cleansing would be silenced. But no, he doesn't seem to have anything that does that here. Let me just double check one more time. Since I don't normally see this weapon around. Gain 2 attack, deal damage for first enemy. Bleed first enemy, Leaf Storm. Yeah, nothing we really care about that much. Alright, I think we're good to go. I don't think there's anything else we need to change. Also get all the bonuses from running that as well, which is nice. Of course, not running the hero class, but it's mostly because I need freeze. Though not running 50% mana start does feel a little bit detrimental. As we're only running 20% across the whole thing. Let me just double check that we do a banner set. But yeah, we should be good to go. Alright, let's go get into it. Oh no, the Tower of Doom. Though we do need to go do some Tower of Doom soon. I think we still have like 1 tier left to go. Alright, so let's go bottom in. And let's go through middle. Anything else we need to adjust here? I don't believe so. Alright, let's go do it. Let's see how it goes today. Still trying to see if we can get a perfect this week. The freeze right off the bat, except it's not on anything relevant, which is great. We can take an extra turn here, which is huge. Nice, multiple extra turns. We're not frozen on brown, so I can grab that too. We are frozen on blue, however, it's so much mana, I think we go for it. The only big issue here is that Beatrix is not stunned. If we could get a second slot stunned, that would be perfect. We got it stunned! Huge! It didn't receive any extra turns or anything. Alright, we could work with this. We could definitely work with this. Alright, we can go for a big plus shape to hit some of these lightnings as well. It's not the best location, but it should be enough mana to kind of get us off the ground. And now we just kind of hit him with 1 billion damage. In an order where we gain mana a little bit better. So we'll do this one first because we have better extra turn chance, which we did in the receiving. Then we Ketris, then we Skull. Actually, no, first we Skull, then we Ketris. There's just nothing you can do to that. We just do that. We Ketris his last slot. He's gonna Skull me once, but it's fine. We Ketris that. Oh, and it's already dead. Nice. I didn't realize that was lethal already. That was actually pretty clean. I keep forgetting. Ketris actually hits kind of hard. He used to be meta way back in the day. Alright, let's go down middle here. Though Takshaka is going to be really scary. But, let's give it a shot. What do we have for this battle? Should be an elf. Okay, he's not using the super meta elf team. His elf team is actually kind of easy. Like, Galgway can kind of still go crazy. And he still has, like, some of the core of the team. Oh no, it's not like a really scary overall composition. Orb Weaver. Orb Weaver doesn't naturally have web, right? No. Actually, I don't even think web existed when Orb Weaver first came out. Alright, we should be good to go. This doesn't have stealthy, right? Yeah. It does have spell reduction though, however, but 2 taps should still be enough even with 25% reduction. We hit pretty hard. If we hit that with Ketris and like one other really beefy thing, it should still go down. Definitely double Ketris would kill it. Oh, hello, yeah, welcome. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Obviously we want to take red. Just trying to see if there's any other way we'd want to take red that would be favorable here. We do still have our 1 manipulation thing. I don't think we need it at the moment though. Ideally we want to chain it together with a lightning gem if we can. Like right there. Which I think we might go for. That would just take red directly. Start getting our mana going. Alright, yeah, the purple alignment's not too bad over there. It's all in the same column though, so it's not really doing that much extra. How much damage do we have? This also gets to drain a little bit from his red enemies, which of course is his first slot there. I'm tempted to take the skull and then just kill him out directly. But then we have to deal with everything Orb Weaver does, so killing him out isn't actually going to do that much. His convert is red to purple though, which is, or sorry, purple to red. Never mind, that's not that scary. I actually need red. Yeah, I think we just go for the back line like we were originally going to do. His stealthies are in a really interesting location. Normally you'd want to put both your stealthies together if you're going to do something like this. So in this situation, it actually would have been better to put his hero in the third slot here. From a defensive perspective. Normally the way the team is set up as double stealthy in the middle. With hero in second and weaver in third. This is mostly to make sure that things that hit adjacent enemies would have to be forced to hit first or fourth. But the way that he did it, he opened them up to, you know, we can hit him directly. Which is a little bit of an unfortunate order for him. We should be able to just go for this. Don't need Soothsayer quite yet. Go for the big damage. Unfortunately, not lethal there. But that sure is. And then we can pick up our triple kill, and that's just match, pretty much. Oh, I gotta waste it a little bit because it's stealthy. I can't hit him directly. Have to waste a little bit of damage there. I think it's fine, ultimately, though. Is this just lethal now? We let him deliberately take a skull here. We hit that there. And then we just poke with this, and boom. Alright, another battle that went out surprisingly well. Alright, next. Also, I just realized we're doing this order. It might actually be better to run it the other way around. Soothsayer last slot just kind of weird. Yeah, this is the team I was scared of. To Elementalist or not to Elementalist here? I think we have to and just hope we get lucky. He's gonna Entangle our whole team too, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I think we just have to deal with it and hope we can get the cleanse and hope he doesn't hit hero. I gotta hope for a lot of things. But if we can rush him down quick enough, we should be okay. Alright, yeah, this is basically just rush down. I don't think there's anything else we could do here. You don't... Wait, do you get stun on... Stun all red enemies? We do get stun on Takshaka the second we get it. I'm gonna regret this. I'm going 50% mana start. Ocean Spear had 50% start. We definitely can't go Sun Spear here. I do want a 50% starts class. Slightly tempted to do Geomancer. Even though we're not gaining any other secondary benefit from it. Just from Barrier to on Brown. Mech we're not really using for too much here. Normally we would want to use it because we need to Dispel. Frost Mage gives us a single freeze at the start. I'd rather have a little bit of tankability, I think, on Hero. Has a bunch of immunes. Has brown extra mana, which we don't really use much here. Enchant on green would actually be kind of interesting, honestly. In case we're forced to have to take green on turn 1. Slightly tempting in case the board's really bad. Like if we have to take a green into something else into a red instead of just red. It has a little bit of spell reduction too to keep it alive a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go for that because we don't... I don't know, we need brown, but we don't need brown. It's just for a Ketris poke. The main thing that wins us this battle is getting that stun off. Like pretty much immediately. And the only thing that gets us closer to getting that stun off is Enchant on green. Which is a very weird one to run. But it's mostly to fix the worst case scenario on a turn 1. Or we might have to take green instead of red. But it just opens that up as a possibility because the only thing we really care about is getting our weapon out, like pretty much the second the battle starts. And that's going to help it in case we have no red on the board somehow. Right, otherwise, I think we keep the team exactly as is and hope the Takshakas hit our Soothsayer. Alright, let's go. Don't think there's anything else we need to change. Yeah, we should be good to go. We're just going to stun out all the Takshakas the second we get a cast, and then just pile onto the Essence of Evil. And then we should be good to go as long as Takshaka doesn't just start infinite looping us. That is one issue with this team. We're not running any freeze. That's the big issue with not running Frost Mage or something, but we'll be fine. But yeah, we don't have any freeze protection. But we do get to keep mana draining them every time we cast a weapon. Alright, so can we take green-red? That would be the most ideal situation right now. Is if I could somehow take both green and red this turn. I see a way to take two colors simultaneously. However, I did not see a way to take both green and red. This doesn't make it go where it needs to go. Green over there doesn't do it. Green vertically there doesn't do it. Brown up gives us a lot of mana, but not quite what we need. But it's so much value, I think we have to go for it. But it's kind of concerning because he's gonna get off the ground the second we do that. The other option would be to go do a nice big plush shape right over here. And to hope we just get lucky on like blue cascade or something. Oh, but we're frozen on blue. I think I just have to go for the red surge and hope we have red next turn. I'll just go for brown to red and into blue and everything here. Oh yeah, I got an extra brown from Sky. Alright, we only need one red mana. I think we just do the plus shape for the red mana and hope he doesn't get wild card value. If I could try to destroy as many of his wild cards right now, that might actually be beneficial. Instead of doing anything fancy with all the other stuff, just to try to reduce his chance of extra turning here. Not because we get mana or anything from it, we actually get less mana overall from it. But it reduces his chance of getting an extra turn next turn. If we do it like right over here. I think that's the only way we could really like mass deny them. The other option would be here because we still get to destroy two of them. Actually, maybe we do that actually. Because this is a nice in-between of getting a lot of mana but also stopping him from getting the wild card value. Because that gets rid of that wild card and this wild card. Alright, let's do this one. He got some value. He got an essence. He didn't hit hero though, but he got the 2 mana drain. No! The 2 mana drain. Now all I gotta do is take a chant. Wait. It came through. Oh. Wait, it came full circle. We could take the green. Actually, let me take brown green just to make sure we get extra mana. Wait, we're still in this. We're still in this, barely. Also, best case scenario, hit Soothsayer. After it already had casted. Okay, I think we're good to go. It looks rough, but I think we're in. Alright, now we stun everything on his team. Well, all the reds. Everything that's relevant. And now, that dies. It's fine. We lost nothing of value. Now we take brown because we have to. Now we go and hit his hero directly. Now we go and kill basically everything that's left. And now he's dead. Well, that worked out pretty well. Alright, final fight. Alright, what do we have here? Oh, no, no Maelstrom Dagannoth. Though, that's not good. We still got Essence of Evil, though. He's running Sister Superior, but we don't actually care about that as much. Flower Dragon is scary, obviously. But we could just switch to Submerge. I think this is a Sunspear angle again. And Soothsayer, we could replace out, but honestly, I kind of wanted to race Leprechaun. But I do believe this is a Sunspear switch. I want Red Storm. Does he gain a lot of benefit from having red? Not really. It's just flower. Actually, what storm does he naturally have? Because if we can go no storm, he actually benefits more from a storm than we do. Due to him having full board clear and full board clear again and full board clear again. So if we ran actually no storm, it would be slightly more beneficial. So maybe it's the elementals angle. I don't know, whatever we run, we have to have Submerge. Doesn't elementals have Submerge? We should be okay. The problem with elementals is just no 50% mana start. But yeah, we do have Submerge. Yeah, I think this might just be that angle. Because I actually deliberately want to not have a storm here. He gains far more benefit from a storm than we do. With that team composition. Alright, let's go with this. I might move to Soothsayer some. I don't know, getting Ketris up quicker is just so nice though. It's just so much damage. That's one thing I underestimated with King Stormguard and Ketris. While they do lose a lot of their value when they fall behind, their initial value is insane. Like, their starting damage is so high. Also, hello, Jamie. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. This is a little bit of a scary team, though, because of the way it's set up. Because normally we'd want to pile second slot, but the biggest threats are on first and third. So I'm going to have to pile first slot and then pile third. Which is a really weird order to take them down, but I kind of have to. As I am more scared of Essence Weevil than I am of Flower Dragon. Worst comes to worst, if we have a bunch of Submerges on our team, Flower Dragon doesn't really do anything. Whereas this can just solo our whole team whenever it feels like it. Also, Sister Superior kind of makes Elementalist not as worth. Maybe this is a 50% Mana Star angle again. I almost want to consider Frost Mage, but I don't know if we're going to get enough freeze value. I also want to make sure if we have to, we can still tank. Honestly, this might just be a Geomancer angle again. Geomancer angle, except we don't have to go the Green Storm thingy. We can actually just go like Brown Mastery or something. Because I kind of want all the benefits. Oh, but I need Submerge. I do need Submerge, though. Submerge is kind of required. Maybe we go Frost Mage, then. I think it's a nice in-between. Because we still have Submerge. I believe we still have Spell Reduction, too. Obviously, 50% Mana Start. But yeah, this might be a Frost Mage angle. Extra purple. Give me extra blue. 50% mana. Insulated. Though Insulated doesn't do anything here since this is going to get stunned anyways. And of course, Arcane into the freezing. Oh, so hello, Isabel. Welcome, welcome. But I think we're going Frost Mage. It makes us a lot weaker on first slot. But we still got our Submerge. And we have the added benefit of 50% Mana Start. Yeah, I think we'll go this way. Also brings our banner to +2 red, +2 brown, +1 blue. I think we'll roll with this. Trying to see if there's any other hero class we want to go here. But I kind of have to run Submerge, and I really want 50% Mana Start here for the momentum. Just because he has such quick momentum on that team. And we definitely want to deny greens here pretty much immediately if we can help it. Greens are the most important thing to take. To make Leprechaun do less. So if we can get a lot of greens removed with Soothsayer, that'd be great. Alright, let's roll with it. I don't think there's anything else we need to change. Alright, let's go. Final battle. Not that many greens. That's actually really good for us. Really, really good for us. I'm tempted to take a plush shape over here. Which denies a lot of green, but also gives us value over there. Oh, but then it gives him extra turn yellow. Wait, oh no, I can't do it over there. I really want to get rid of all this green here, but I don't just want to take the green. Ideally, I want to trigger this plus shape. But I don't want to give him too much value with just free extra turns, because he's running Elementalist. Taking red directly would be very beneficial. I want to do something that like maximizes how many greens we can get off the board. My biggest concern is he's going to get the same exact things that we're going to not take here. But if I get rid of too much of the board, he's, I don't know, he's still going to get a lot of value. I'm tempted just to take this to get rid of those, and then he only gets that area over there for value. But then we get so little red, since we're not actually using yellow anywheres. The other option is just go for red and just see what he does for Leprechaun. The problem with that is he's gaining too much guaranteed value from that one over there. Honestly, the safest play is almost to give him yellow extra turn. Which is kind of crazy, but if he does Sister Superior beforehand, and or Leprechaun, it actually wouldn't be that bad at all. And even if he does end up taking it, it's not that much mana. I don't even think he has any into yellow. Oh, he has +1 into yellow. Yeah, I need red. My biggest concern is he just Leprechauns and instantly kills us the second he goes. Like, as far as total value that we could do this turn, the best location would be to do Soothsayer here. The problem with that is he gets extra turn yellow. But this would deny, but then that would also drag down all those greens. But it would get the most amount of value we could possibly get in one turn from our cast. But it spreads his greens, and he gives him extra turn yellow guaranteed. The best two things we could do without doing anything like that is take green here, take red here, take yellow here, or take red here. Oh, I can't take red there because of the other one. But it would be this yellow, that red, or this green. It really comes down to, do we want to maximize how bad his leprechauns are going to be, or do we want to maximize for our own value? We can also do a mix of them both and kind of do like a soothsayer over here or something. But then a lot of those value just kind of gets wasted. I guess we could also do it over here. But then that clump over there gets to stay. But it's a nice in-between for mana accumulation. I think I might go for it. I just hope a yellow doesn't go over there. Now we got a skull value. He gets a little bit of leprechaun, but we tried to deny as much value as we possibly could. We got another skull here, which is very tempting, but we also have red. Do we care about red more than we care about the skull? I feel like the answer is yes, and just hope for one from Sky. Okay, we didn't get the right one, but we did get a skull from Sky. Alright, now we just hit him directly. Wait, is this enough to kill? Wait, is this already lethal? I didn't even think about that. How much damage is this? 131. That's unfortunate. Do you do anything extra to first slot? Other than your explodes. Bleed! Imagine we kill off a bleed. Could you imagine? Deal 3 splash damage to a random enemy could also hit him. Oh, we also get Firestorm from this. So that's kind of scary. That actually helps his Flower Dragon a lot more. Alright, let's go try it. This might be lethal. Yeah! No, the random damage actually hit him! And we got a random skull! Alright, speaking of random skull, we also got a skull just sitting here. So we'll take that, get our mana, get the full. Oh! We got this. Take the red. Alright, we got everything. We got all the things. Everything's operational. Alright, well that worked. Nice! Wow, that worked so well! That honestly worked so clean today for everything. Though our score is somehow lower than yesterday. Yeah, that definitely felt like we did way better than yesterday. But yeah, there we go. Perfect score going middle. Now, the only path we haven't taken is top. But honestly, I kind of want to avoid top. We took bottom yesterday, middle today. I'm not sure if we're going to do top row if they're going to keep being green. It's a little rough because it's Dragon, then Takshaka. It's the only path that has two really ultra scary battles. Whereas both of these mostly just have one scary battle. Well, I guess bottom somewhat has two scary. They're kind of like medium. Like Goblin Infinite Loop can get you and the red team can get you this week. Because the ferocities. Middle basically just has just has Takshaka build here. Even though technically Night Elves can get you, or the Elves. And then top row just has two mega scary ones, like Flower Dragon in the Elemental one, and then obviously Takshaka build there, similar to this one. But yeah, not too bad. Let's see, are we winning on leaderboard right now for our guild? Let's see. Are we the only one with double perfect? Let's see, Herm doesn't have it. Ellie doesn't have it. Is there anyone else in the guild with double perfect so far? Mount North could get it. He hasn't done his battles yet today. Hopefully he does. There's only like 5 hours left. Same as Outlander. Same as, Stu the Shoe. What's going on here? Like almost everyone who 5-0 yesterday didn't do their thing. This is double 5-0, but they're doing the lower battles, so it doesn't really count. Tyrion also did it. Though I don't think his account can do the deeper ones. Especially on a week like this, that's really hard. But yeah, there's 3 people that are still eligible for a perfect. However, they have not done their battles yet today, surprisingly. Actually, Mount North technically didn't do a perfect. He did double of the 1 earlier. So we have 2 people who have a perfect in my guild right now. Because he did a double 4th battle. He didn't actually do a 5th yesterday. And he might do that again today if it's something bad for the final battle again. Which it probably will be given the other guild. But yeah, there's only 2 people then, I think. Outlander and Stu the Shoe, unless I'm missing someone. There's only the 2 perfect people with this week that are perfect. And Stu the Shoe actually has a better perfect than us. We had a 1-3-43 yesterday and a 1-3-40 today. And Stu the Shoe is on track to be even higher than us. But we'll see how they do today or later. Hopefully they'll get the battles in. But so far, currently, we're in the lead for the guild. I wish there was a way to sort this by current score. I think they still didn't add any kind of way to search for it or anything. But yeah, from what I can tell, we are the highest. With 2 other people that can pass us, realistically. Technically more if we all start losing. Oh, also, I forgot to mention this earlier. We got a VIP thing today. The really rare one that sometimes appears here. But yeah, 2 VIP keys. Very rarely you can get these for free to play. These is available regardless if you have paid or not. There are instances where you can get VIP keys without spending anything. They're not that good though. Actually, the only times that they're particularly good is when you can spend gems on them. Because they're currently the best way to convert gems into mythics. You generally don't have to do that too much later in the game though. Because you kind of get an excess of like gem keys, event keys, stuff like that. But the best direct gem to mythic rate is specifically getting VIP keys in 50 bulks. Which I think requires VIP 5, which is like 130 bucks or something. Obviously not just that for that, but you know, having spent 130 on the game over across anything. When you used that Doom weapon, you understood its meta this week during the hard Guild Wars? Yeah. The main thing I kind of not like about this Guild War currently, though it is pretty challenging, it's just that the only way to cleanse is that weapon. My original plan wasn't really going to utilize it much, which is why the video didn't even mention it. But after messing around with how many teams obviously have elementals on it, we were basically forced to, within like 2 battles yesterday, to have to use that weapon for every battle. There's just too many people are running elementals to not run that weapon. There we go, 2 VIP keys. What's our stack like these days? Let's see. We are currently at 165 VIP keys over the last, like, 5 years. Because I haven't opened these in forever. Also, could you imagine doing a 500 VIP key opening? I don't think anyone has ever done that before. Because you would have to get a stack of 500 physical VIP keys. Which would take a very, very, very long time. I don't think there's any infinite way to buy them from shops either to get them up that way. So yeah, I don't think anyone has ever done a 500 VIP key opening. It's technically possible, but it would take forever to earn that many. Alright. Oh yeah, also by the way, it's Friday now, so it's safe to open Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests now. The Mythic from last Friday is no longer in drop table. But it is, but it's not the exclusive Mythic in drop table anymore. So now you can get absolutely any of them. Like we can see here, everyone get, hey, someone got Hiking Iron Gut, congrats on them. But the whole drop table is available now instead of just the Mythic from last Friday. Alright, so, next order of business. Oh, pet rescue. Do I need this kitty? No, we already get it max. Alright, dailies. Let's keep doing this. Get our other one cleared. Get all the other dailies out of the way. Go clear our PvP dailies. Then probably just go straight to Underspire then. Of course, this is the final few days for the PvP season as well. So anything you guys still need to go do on that, don't forget to go finish it. We'll be covering it on Monday on the video and everything. All the new stuff coming in. Also, I guess on Sunday night we'll go over all the spoilers too. I'm not sure if there'll be an official spoiler thread on the thing, but if not, I'll just go into the other secondary website and go check it there. Because I haven't actually checked to see what's coming out on Monday yet. We're getting 2 new Immortals, a Legend, and a Mythic. Though immediately we're only getting the 2 Immortals, of course. Vote for Tacit, play top half in green, keep on tomorrow. I don't know, we'll try to take it on 1 to 2 days, we'll see. So far, I've mostly just been doing whatever the guild needs pathing-wise. But getting the win on each path would have been nice. I am slightly scared most of that top row, though. Because middle row and bottom row are about the same difficulty for at least this week. Normally bottom row is easier, but the Ferocity team on the second to last battle there is kind of scary. So I would say this week they're about the same difficulty. But top row is definitely harder. Like, definitively harder. It's the only one that is quite a bit more challenging. Just because both battles are equally as super scary. Oh, the problem with some of those battles is you will sometimes just auto-lose to RNG. But what we have as an option, there will just be battles where just literally nothing we could do. If we get unlucky enough. Especially if they have Essence of Evil. If they don't have Essence of Evil, we could be okay. Like, Flower Dragon Elemental team without Essence of Evil is not going to be as scary. Especially if they accidentally use Wand of Stars or something. I don't know, well, we might peek at the path. If we do go top, we'll peek to see if they have anything scary there. And if they do, then we'll just go down middle. I don't know, figure it out once we get there. Because if we can find a team that accidentally set Wand of Stars on the Elemental team, would be solid for today. Because the biggest thing that's scary there is Elementalist running 50% mana start with Essence of Evil. It's like worst case scenario for the Elemental team. Then obviously Flower Dragon being on the team, but that's kind of to be expected. Alright, that's all done, that's all done, that's all done. Tower of Doom's not done, but we'll do it this weekend. Guild Wars, we did it, perfect score. Underspire. Oh, did I not do my other torch yesterday? Oh yeah, we got to the end and then I stopped doing battles. That's funny. Because I only had one torch left. But yeah, we reached the end. You know what, let's do this now actually. I'll buy just 50 for now instead of the 100. Mostly because if we can find where that one other special room is, we're basically done. I just need to get to floor 4. Which at this point, I guess we have to do floor 3. Where even is floor 3? Oh, I'm already there. I just walk through the door. But yeah, I kind of have to because I can't backtrack through the gated door. So we actually have to do this room. Alright, we'll use this one on the weaker battle. It's fine. Team we have set up is mostly for their later fights. Obviously, it works on the lower end too. Just a little bit slower. Well, it's even slower switching our entire team to switching our entire team back. Nice, it's in one-shot range. It feels weird to be able to one-shot without doing any attacking. Alright, there we go. Also, I was mentioning yesterday that my jaw was hurting. It was definitely me sleeping on it wrong. Because today it's been perfectly fine. Though I've got a random cough, but I believe it's just allergies. Alright, I'll throw that over there. We'll take Purple Surge. Get a Pokey Poke. We already got our attacking to one-shot everything. Yeah, we already beat Diamantina. Yeah, portal rooms go crazy. Portal rooms are so good. Oh, we're entangled. I was wondering why we didn't kill. That would help. Yeah, at this point, there's not too many things we need to wrap up for the week. PvP is really close to already being done. Tower of Doom is pretty much there as far as the guild. I'll take green here, actually. I thought there'd be a lot more we'd have to wrap up this point in the week. That's pretty much already all there. Assalamu, welcome, welcome. Oh, so maybe we'll buy the extra torches. I want to make sure that we can find a special room. Even though we pretty much have everything of value already. Other than getting the floor 4 double. Which is the main thing we're working towards right now. We're trying to double floor 4's benefit thing. For the double silver. If it wasn't for that, we're basically already done with Underspire this week. Then that one special room we still gotta go find. Alright, there we go. Easy as that. Summon didn't even matter. Oh, first one of these this week, oddly enough. Not much of value there, though. 63 and 65. 65 it is. But I feel like this isn't going to be the right path because it was on that one special room. And I'll find out in a moment. This might actually be the wrong way. I'll take the extra mana. I don't care if we give him the skull there. Just need the mana to get up. And now we just run. Actually, we don't have any alignment. Alright, now we'll do it on blue. And then we just get a Raffamon and we're good to go. Get that Death Mark off us. Don't even need it. Random score. Already took it. Alright, which one's higher level? 65 or 71? I feel like this isn't the way with how it's bending, but we'll find out in a moment if we see a door or not in a few rooms. I feel like that one treasure room ended up throwing it off. Oh, I should have taken brown there. Yeah, a little more mana. There's one issue with only one Feral. One Feral does not do that much. Like, it's definitely better than nothing. But it's so much worse than two. Alright, we did find door. Nice. Alright, well, let's go find the connecting thing. And then that will be every room unlocked since we technically don't need to get to the final area since we already did it. Or, you know, area 5. It feels weird ending on area 4 though, I do have to say. Like doing floor 4 as your last floor. Man, that will be the way it will go this week. I was gonna say, that better not miss. I could have just taken a skull. Nice, we found the second one of those. Let's take the treasure room first, I guess. Running low on torches, oh no. I think the main one we haven't found is the curse room, curse rune room. Gosh, try saying that quick. Curse rune room, curse rune room. Curse rune room. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, the curse rune room is the only one we have left other than just clearing out the 4 double for the double silver. And then next week will be the final week we need to bother with it. Of course, I might still keep doing it afterwards. But next week is the last week we have to go for it just to get the achievement done. Because beyond that, yeah, we can kind of keep ignoring Underspire again if we want to. Or just do it on a case-by-case basis if the team is actually, like, relevant. I don't know, maybe we'll still keep going for it. It's still insane value how much you get for, like, 1,000 gems. This game mode has insanely good gem to overall value. The problem is more so just how much time it takes. Even though the update did change it to speed it up a bit, it's still a pretty solid, like, 3-ish hours. It gets quicker, but it's not that much quicker. Especially if you plan to, like, 100% the whole thing. Because then you don't really save that much time from the portal. The portal was fun, though. But if you're doing almost all rooms, it doesn't really save that much. Maybe, like, a few rooms tops. If you're rushing the end, it saves a ton of rooms. But if you're actually fully completing the place, then, it doesn't actually save that much at all. Like, like, anywhere from, like, 1 to 3 torches, basically. But obviously, if you're doing rush, it could save literal dozens of torches. Like, upwards of, like, 40, 50. But then you're missing out on everything in between. Oh, that's a weird convert. I was concerned we'd get, like, less value there, but we technically got the same amount of value, but it transformed it in such a weird way. Now, we're almost out of torches. Still haven't found the cursed mine room. Now, there should be enough attack value. It's just a matter of getting mana. And not getting entangled. Why does this thing so tanky? Do they have like 50% or something? Because those things just do not want to go down. Yeah, we got a normal dead end room. So nothing over here. Yeah, I'll just go spend the extra torches, I guess. We can still buy another 5. Because today's Friday, we only got 2 more days left. Could clear out the whole next floor and finish this one. Which should be fine, but I want to make sure we don't run out just in case. Alright, do we have anything we can do keeper on that isn't purple? Blue. Nice, double poke. Fortunately, I don't have too much follow-up beyond that. Alright, one more attacking would be nice. I feel like we're just like slightly under on damage range here. Oh, I wish I could take that purple earlier. Being diseased here is kind of annoying. There we go. Skull takes itself. Come on, Guardian Troop we don't have. Ooh, double Anu. I actually got an Nisha upgrade earlier from one. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This area over here is very likely to have nothing relevant. Which kind of makes me want to go for it. Just because the pathing is so weird. It's a weird 5-off area. It might only go 4 deep though. But if it actually goes to full 5, it could actually be the door unlock. Mostly because it's crunched together. Normally it wouldn't, but I don't know, 5-off is a really weird number for it. And if it's forcing it into a 5-off, that means it's likely to be an important room. Is this a number that normally doesn't occur unless it's like crunching stuff together? And then we only have 1 path left, so we can't possibly be wrong then. Which that's not true. It'll double diverge and then we'll go the wrong way again. But hey, we gotta take them all anyways, most likely, so work out in the end. There's quite a bit of variability on how big your format can end up being, though. Like, sometimes taking all room takes like X amount, and then another time it'll be like 20 or 30 higher or lower. Do I really just do this on green? Alright, there we go. Oh, but now we're frozen. I want Rathamon to get full mana here if we can help it. Alright, there we go. Much better. Ooh, treasure room. Nice. Ritz from a trap. Honestly, our trap luck has been so good. Did it like shadow buff traps or something this week? Because our trap luck this week has been insane. Like, we almost have better trap loot this week than we do treasure room loot. Yeah, we should be good to go now. Go for 1 more buff, I guess. Alright, anything we can do with this? Anything relevant? Not really. Do it on yellow. Hey! Isn't that exactly what I said? The main reason I thought this was going to be the thing is this normally doesn't happen like this. Also, it's technically a 4-off, not a 5-off. Which I guess is more common. But it's because the format is so crunched together this week. So if they were putting something like that in a weird spot, it was a lot more likely to be the treasure or the It was very likely to be either the unlock room or the merchant. Because it seemed like it was trying to force one of the rooms that it has to spawn in. And yeah, it did. That could have easily been merchant, though. And we're still going to have to go the other path later. Alright, well, let's go get this triggered and then go through the door, I guess. And then we already know where the next path is. Oh yeah, we were correct earlier, by the way. When we were saying that this was primary path. And we can even see it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now that we have the intel of this room over here. But we were saying earlier that because this is a double path, that this is probably a double dead end. Which means 4 away from this would have been primary path. 1, 2, 3, 4. And guess what? That's primary path. So we called that as soon as we saw that earlier. Because of course, we only had this info. We didn't have the extra info of this, which really gives it away. But we only had this info earlier. But the reason we were able to figure out that this was primary path is mostly this right over here. The way that this was and the fact that our door led like all the way over here, which means that the path would have to have been downwards. Which means somewhere's downwards would have to be the primary path. We're able to figure out that this was double dead end and that this was primary path earlier. I think we had that as early as Monday or Tuesday, whenever we found this room. But yeah, we were correct. But it's mostly given away by this double dead end right over there. Which means when we go over here, we should actually go right first. As this is the path that will lead somewheres. And this will lead to double dead end. That's the only intel we end up getting from that. Alright, let me go to the battle. I still haven't done the battle yet, have I? Oh, wrong one. Alright, this is what, floor 3, right? Yeah, this is not the one we need to double. Alright, let's go clear this out real quick. Then we'll step foot into the next area, though there's not much we're going to be able to do there. Until tomorrow! But we already know exactly where we need to go. Which is basically go to that dead end that we already saw. Not the double dead end, but the other path. But yeah, those are definitely the two mechanics I like the most that they end up changing with it. The scouting rooms and the doors. Mostly because they've added by far the most amount of strategy to Underspire. Whereas everything else was mostly just extra loot. There's actually quite a bit of interesting gameplay you can do with the other two rooms that didn't exist prior to them. Let's see if we can get some alignment or something rolling here. Oh, that does remove how many overall I have on the board, though. That's one thing I hate about that thing's cast. Because a lot of times you do use it with skull-related things, but then he actually denies how many total skulls are on the board. Which goes against, you know, skull build. Obviously, this is not too big a deal with quite a few other teams, but it can even affect Flower Dragon. Because if you're running Flower Dragon and you cast this, Flower Dragon does have extra turn rate based on how many skulls are on the board. But his cast denies 3 of them. Which is like, what, 12% less? I forget what his base ratio is. It's like 9 to 12% less extra turn chance just from casting 1 Pharaoh. So even on a non-skull team, it's kind of annoying. Alright, there we go. And we got a treasure room. And then tomorrow the game plan will be to head over there. And then, if that's not it, I would assume that this is a double path. If I had to guess, this path is going to branch to the right as well. Obviously to the left, it has to. But this one is likely to branch to the right. Because this is double dead end, and they need at least one other path. So there's double dead end. There's either a merchant or a boss room. And then over here should be a right branching path that will lead to something. Alright, let's go take this treasure room. Last thing we can take today. And then the only thing left, I guess, is what, PvP? Just clean up PvP real quick. Though we do have quite a bit more PvP we need to do today compared to yesterday. Because we gotta go do the gold battles, and we gotta go do whatever the daily thing was today. And then tomorrow it's a lot easier since we just have to do the middle one. We did attack buff already. Let's just go all in then. Oh, I didn't realize all the skulls actually got connected. It lost some of our value, but it's fine. There we go. Alright, good to go. Got our little trinket thingy. Alright, so that's all we can do for Underspire today. We're already pretty much near done. Grab our tribute. Alright, next order of business. The last thing left, PvP. So today we gotta go do double buff. That we can keep delaying till this weekend. Might even use it on the final day of Sunday. So I gotta do either Construct or Elf. Probably Elf because the other stuff in the area is a little bit better. And then we also have to do Elemental and whatever the other one was. I think it was Wildfolk? Yeah, Wildfolk and Elemental. Alright, first things first, let me go take the 2 buffs we need. And after we grab that, we'll go do the 2 from yesterday, and then we'll go do the new one, which will probably just be the Elf angle. As Ron mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream, helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. If you guys still have any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just be wrapping up on PvP real quick. Which shouldn't take too long. We gotta do our Valraven buffs. So those 10 battles, we then gotta do the 10 battles to claim our gold marks. Then we gotta do the 6 battles to go do the unlock the battles for tomorrow. Which is what, 26 PvP battles? I'm trying to say, now that I say that, that's actually a pretty decent handful, isn't it? Like, it doesn't take that long to do 26, but it's not like completely free. Oops, I thought we'd have Dispel there. I forgot we didn't have Dispel. You know what? I'm actually going to Dispel them. There's something Hero can do that I almost never bother clicking. I almost treat Wand of Stars as if it only has one option. But it does have Dispel. Well, Marso Curse, but, you know. If they don't have immune to Curse, it's basically effectively Dispel if they're not blessed. Yeah, this is the last few days for the PvP pass if you end up buying it. Or if you're doing the free side to get up to 176 for all the free rewards. Free side needs to go to 176 if you want absolutely everything. But I'm just going to 150,000. And because that's when you can get the legendary, which saves 800 diamonds. And obviously if you did paid, you'd want to go the full way for the 180,000. But yeah, we're just going for 150,000 to get the legend. Because on free side, there isn't that much more reward going, the extra 26,000. Let me go get the spell reduction. Using the exact same team. And then we should be good to go on all the battles now that we're nice and beefy. We got extra damage, we got spell reduction so we don't die. Should be good to go. These battles are kind of annoying with how tanky they are though. It's one of the reasons I tend to not take spell reduction that often, unless we absolutely need it. I normally take magic as priority, and then if we're going double buff, we'll go for the spell reduction, most likely. It's just because the final battle here is kind of annoying. Mostly because of how spell resistant it is. Like, the battle itself's not hard, it just takes forever to die. Alternative is like stunning and everything, but then that requires changing our team. Because we're actually using Archmages here for the extra mana. Alright, fine, a battle here. With his billion stats. And that one weird thing would reflect. Is he gonna like double outlive his whole team? Unless we can get some skulls in there. Oh no, one talk shotgun at the end isn't that big a deal though. Alright, flower. Oh, did he actually create hourglass gems for us? Okay, that actually kind of worked out pretty well. That wasn't too bad this time. Alright, let's go do all the battles we need to go do. First things first, Elemental, because we already have the team set up from yesterday. Oh no, never mind, not Elemental. What was the other one then? Oh, sorry, Goblin. It was Goblin and the other one. So let's go clear our Goblin real quick. Then we'll go make a team for Wildfolk. And then we'll go make a team for the Gold Elf Battle, or whatever we call those. The Guardian fights. A lot of red. Luckily we actually turned that, so we don't need to worry about it. Hit the Explode. And we should be good to go. That should be the match. 1 down, 4 to go. Yeah, we'll keep taking the easier battle, why not? Easier one shot. I'm not sure why. I feel like that troop sometimes doesn't do all his splatters. That time he did. It felt like on that previous battle he didn't end up getting it off, though. Like right there. That did not feel like he did all the hits. Because he's supposed to hit 4 enemies. It definitely feels like he's not hitting 4 sometimes. Alright, the set is down. Now we gotta go do Wild Folk. Claim our gold marks there. Oh, so we should be getting pretty close to a triple deed book. I gotta do that before the end of the week because we won't be able to do for a little while since we gotta re-earn 20,000 points. So if you guys haven't been doing that already, make sure to go dump all your gold marks. Like right there, that definitely only did 3 splatters. I think what's happening is if the splash damage kills something, it's not retroactively retargeting or something. Like quite a few other things in the game do properly. But that one doesn't seem to be. But yeah, don't forget, you won't be able to get the deep books again until you re-earn 20,000 PvP points. So make sure to cash in all your things now before it hits there. We'll probably do it on this Sunday just because I think we're only going to have 3 by then anyways. But yeah, make sure to use them all. Because depending on how much you do, it could be a week to a couple weeks before you can start getting them again. Alright, let's go do our battles here. Unfortunately, with extra stats. I guess this is this double Beatrix into what's his name? Beatrix, Os. And then, actually, do we have Empower? What's our Empower option? Yeah, nothing. Okay, that's what I thought. Wand of Stars, Archmagus. And we should be good to go. And change our banner to, honestly, just give me even more purple. All of the purple. Alright, that should be good to go. A nice evenly distributed +5 purple. And a 4 times purple just waiting for us to get claim full. And then we just throw Ossifer into this like auto win. And Beatrix are mostly there for backup. Because why not? Oh wait. Yep, come on, cast. Got one more and we should be good to go. Oh, that's a beefy Ossifer right there. That's some damage. That's some damage. Uber Doomskulls go so crazy sometimes. Same as normal Doomskull. So hello, Daniel. Welcome, welcome. Everything's been going pretty well. Got another perfect Guild War today. If we can get 2 more, we might be in the running for Paragon finally. Still got to get that achievement for Paragon for the thingy. Still one of the hardest achievements in the game. Unless you cheese it by going into like a new guild. But we're definitely on track for it this week. But this is a really annoying Guild War. But honestly, it's been going a bit smoother than expected. For how challenging this Guild War format is, we've been getting some really clean battles. Surprisingly. But we're eventually going to get like a really annoying Essence of Evil battle. that is just gonna obliterate us soon. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, whatever that cough is, it's nothing major. It's just the constant weather shifts is what I think is doing it. Because it basically felt like summer the other day. Like, this area doesn't get winter. Alright, we got that, we got that. And it keeps going from, like, very cold days, but not below freezing, to it literally feels like spring already. Alright, elf is the only thing left. Gotta do 5, or actually 6 elf battles here. And we'll be doing that with, actually, what team do we want to run? Obviously, we want to use an immortal. Where is that one immortal? There it is. I want to grab this one, even though I don't have any of the traits. Because this one's basically just, Immortal Glacia, but for this location. It's actually even better than it because it's mana accumulation. So we'll go budget Immortal Glacia. Well, not budget, but alternative Immortal Glacia. And then we'll just go Empower into... actually, let me double check our Empower options. Pretty sure it's the right one, though. Yeah, it is. Into... what is this? Just weapon into one other thing? Sure feels like it. Because I don't think we have another damage source. Unless we want to go Weaver, I guess. Because then we could true damage to true damage. And then obviously we go double green banner for that then. And honestly, I think we even go Archer. Oh no, but I'm already going to get Greenstorm. I was going to say Archer for Greenstorm, but we're already going to get it. I don't even need Mech because this is hitting in a way that bypasses it. I don't know, maybe we do go Archer. Just in case we don't want to cast Daughter of Yasmin on turn 1. Because that gives us Greenstorm start regardless if we cast her or not. Like right now is a good case scenario for that. Where we didn't end up casting her, but we still got the value of Greenstorm. And now we cast her. Oh, we already won. I was getting ready to cast like 3 more times. I forgot their stats were that low. Double damage is a lot of damage. And then we can Weaver. And then we just cast it again and we're good to go. This works out really well. Like the Weaver into the Immortal there. As it chips them down just perfectly into kill range then. If it doesn't already wipe them out. It'll just bring them to really convenient kill range. That's one thing I like about Guild Wars. You actually have to figure out where to cast stuff. Like, you may notice when we do Guild Wars, we go really slow when we cast Soothsayer. But in a normal battle, when you're doing something like that, like this X-Shape or something, you tend to just cast it as immediately as you can. But in Guild Wars, you actually have to think out where the best place is to put it. Because it's really important to maximize its value. Whereas in normal PvP, you just mass spam click on it just so you can get it as quickly as possible out there. Because the value of getting it immediately is better than the value of getting it perfectly. But during Guild Wars this week, we actually have to really plan out where we use the Soothsayer every time. Like for literal minutes, we have to sometimes figure out where we want to cast them. Or is this X-Shape in PvP, we will literally just spam click just to get it out immediately. Despite it having even more use cases than a plus shape. X-Shape using correctly is a lot harder than plus. As there's a lot of weird interactions that you can do depending on where you angle it. Compared to a plus that's generally pretty straightforward how you want to use it. Somehow not dead yet, but that will do it. Alright, do we have a battle left? Yeah, we have exactly 1 left. Alright, we'll do it on, I'll do it over here, I guess. Alright, we'll almost wipe him out. Weaver is barely not kill range. No! Should just went for full mana again. Or skull. Ah, there we go. Oh, is that PvP completed? I do believe so. We did all of our buffs. Got a bunch of points. Oh, we're getting close as well. Let's go claim our stuff. Oh, we got some burning marks to go run. See if we get anything here. Still no Immortal Gemini. 50 of one, though. And a gold icon. Oh, nice! Gold icon makes it even easier for us to get our golden. Oh, we're already third place as well. Nice. Oh, we're easily going to take second, then. We're going to very easily solidify second. And we should pretty easily, without even going out of our way, hit our goal as well. I need to go get... How many more points? I need to get 18,000 more. We're going to have a few more gold icons. Oh, yeah. You know what we have today? I completely forgot about it from Guild Wars. Maybe we'll need to try it tomorrow. We'll see. I just feel like our team that we're running right now is already so solid. But we got access to... Well, other than all these icons. Wait, do you get double loot from the thing? Or did I just not claim the other one yet? Why did we get two? Oh, because we already got both of them, I see. But it's because I didn't claim the other one. But we got him to shiny level 2. So if we want to use him, he has the better boost ratio. He normally would have a 3-to-1 boost ratio. But at shiny level 2, he now has 2-to-1. Which actually makes him slightly more damage and catches the bull to a single target. But loses all the adjacent damage, though. But he otherwise has a few higher damage than single target of what Catches the Bull has. Like, they both basically have the same single target damage. But he's only 15, eventually 14 mana cost. Compared to Catches the Bull, that is 22, I believe. Actually, how much is Catches again? Or is it 24? Oh, yeah, 22. So that's not that much lower. It's like 7 to 8 mana lower. For what is effectively about the same amount of damage. Actually, it looks a little bit lower there, but once you put him on the team, it goes a bit higher. This guy's still slightly higher than Ketris, though. But his newfound boost ratio. But no, I'm just not sure if we really need to run him. We'll keep him... I do kind of want to run him at least for one battle, just to kind of try it. But I'd rather have the adjacent damage Ketris has. Rather than, like, the weird movement thing he has. He gets to pull an enemy to first place. This could be good for killing Essence of Evil. Like, let's say hypothetically they're running an Essence... Like, this might be the one time we bring him out, honestly. Is let's say hypothetically they're running Essence of Evil in, like, 3rd slot. I think in that situation, we go use Chief Stronghorn to drag it to first and then kill it immediately with skulls or something. I think that's, like, the only situation we'd bring him out. Is if someone's trying to run a really, really... Oh, nice, we got gifts. If someone's trying to run a really, really, really safe team build there. Oh, let's go gift him back. He normally helps a lot with the other game modes. Guild, roster. I'll give him one back. Only one, though. I'm running low. Alright, there we go. Now we're good to go. Also, I need to go clear some people out this guild later. How many people do we have Slack? Outlander just forgot to do his thing. That's fine. Actually, speaking of forgetting to do your thing. There we go. Alright, I just wanted to check something while we're here. Where's the thingy thing? How many people do we have to kick? This person's been away for a week and a half. I guess I have to kick them soon. These people have been trying. They're new recruits. Still a bit low. This one might have to get kicked. They've done a lot this week, though. But they donated no gold, which is kind of weird. How long have they been in? 3 days? Oh, we can give them a little leniency then. Yeah, our low-level people have still been trying as well, honestly. They've really been trying. I might not kick them. I don't know, we'll see. These have been some of our low-level recruits, but they've really been trying to hit the objectives. Still been falling short, but they've really, really been trying. I don't know, we'll see where they are later. Alright, there we go. Anyways, so is there anything else we gotta go do? I think that's everything. Don't forget to go grab your keys. Really good on PC Mobile this week, or just today. Tower of Doom. Oh yeah, I need to go focus on Tower of Doom potentially tomorrow. If our guild doesn't have it done by tomorrow night, I might go help them out a little. Because we are really close to finishing that out. But yeah, that seems to be everything from what I can tell. Tomorrow we'll go and almost finish out Underspire then. Obviously due to Guild War, maybe we'll go try out the new Shiny Troop. And we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, Oh yeah, is Guild War going alright? Yeah, it's been going really well. We're actually on perfect score right now. But we will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll go and keep progressing on Guild Wars. See if we can go get our Paragon rank. From what I could tell earlier, we are on track for it. We got 2 5-0s. The other 5-0s in my guild haven't done their battles yet. Outlander's doing them right now, so hopefully we'll see how he does. But Outlander and Stu the Shoe are the last 2 that can. Mount North is technically 5-0, but he did a double 4 battle instead of 5. So if we both had 5-0 all down the line, we'd still win by like 200-300 points. So there's basically 2 people left in the running then. Assuming we don't lose. Studishu and Outlander. Outlander's doing his battles now. Studishu hopefully will do his battle soon. It's getting quite close to the end of the event. Only a couple hours left. Oh, not the whole event, but you know, the current daily thingy. Because unfortunately, Guild Wars is a daily ever since they changed the Guild War format. That's the only bad thing about the Guild War format change. Guild Wars is actually a daily now. Before you could technically somewhat delay it, but now you have to do it every single day, otherwise you lose 100% of your value. So it is like truly a daily now. But it's only like once a month, so it's not that big a deal. It's like once a month for 4 days. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. I'll catch you guys later. Bye, everyone. And thanks for watching.